World, baby. About to. Oh yeah, crack this Celsius. Oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. Let's see here, mates. Let's see here. What do we have? You know, today I woke up and I was just thinking about all the things that I don't have a lot of time because I'm going to class again. Seems to be a recurring theme in my life. But I woke up and was kind of procrastinating, and I just think about how, you know, it's bigger than procrastination. I was trying to figure out what the term for it is, but essentially there's this thing that many people do, especially people who have dreams that are harder to attain, is something that I'll do is I'll make myself busy with stuff that is kind of important or that society has deemed important while neglecting the things that I really, really care about, like this right here. And not having a lot of time to think. I think so oftentimes that we're, the whole rat race idea is this kind of concept that you don't, like, a lot of people don't really know what they believe in. A lot of people don't really know what they want from life. A lot of people don't really know where they stand comparatively because we don't really have time to just sit and think. When's the last time that you got to just sit and think? Like, really think. Not fixate, but just think. I don't know. It's something that I was thinking about, and it's something that's really interesting, like completing all these school assignments and stuff like that for my last semester. It's like, I definitely just completely lost my train of thought, so I'm going to sip this Celsius and see if it comes back. Yeah, there it is. So what's stopping you from focusing on the things you want to focus on in life? Because for me, it's been, for the first half of my cumulative journey, for me, the biggest distractor was chasing highs, getting high, doing drugs, chasing these women around, trying to get in their skirts, keeping them in my skirt. And that was a really anti-productive thing, and it led me to a lot of things. And then for the second half, it's been kind of making up for all the time that I spent doing that, like, finishing up school, because I kind of dicked around. Not that behind, but more behind than some of my peers. But there are some ways that I got ahead and some life experiences that I got from, fucking around that definitely helped me. But this is something that's interesting, and now that I'm older, there's way more responsibilities that I have. Still not a ton. I don't have a kid or anything, but probably. But now I have to work. I have a car payment. There's things that I've done that have forced me to not be able to completely just pay attention to something that may not be as financially rewarding in the beginning. But here I am. And if you want something, you'll make it work. But it's just an interesting thing that we will do. Let's say we have tasks that are ranked in high priority, medium priority, and low priority. High priority, and there's a lot of other ways that people do this, but let's just say for this specific example, there's high priority, which is like the things, let's say you want to write a book. Let's say that you want to become a streamer. Let's say that you want to, start some sort of business or something. That's your high priority things. Those are the things that you're like, I really think that my life is meant for this kind of thing. Then you have your medium priority things. Let's say that you're working in a job that you don't really care about just to make ends meet. Let's add to high priority. Let's say that you want to get some prestigious job somewhere. Let's say you want to be a designer at Apple or a lawyer at some big firm or whatever, because those are great. A doctor, those are great things to work towards and accomplish as well. Not everyone needs to be like an entrepreneur, streamer, part-time shoe reseller. So those are your high priority things, the things, your big goals in life, the things you really want to achieve. Then your medium priority in life are, your jobs you take to get there, your whatever they may be. I worked a bunch of different construction jobs. I work an accounting job. I work jobs that I don't give a flying fuck about because I have to, pretty much. That's basically what it goes down to. Or I don't want my girlfriend to call me a broke bitch. And that's silly. If you see this, baby, I'm being silly. And that's also something too, I'm lucky to have someone in my life that's supportive of me and wants to be there and wants me to do the things that I want to do. And, some people will, especially romantic partners, will expect something from you, especially at the age I'm getting to. I've got about 5 years, but, women start wanting kids and stability and a family and things like that. And, it's an interesting thing. But so you have those high priority things, those medium priority things, and those low priority things. So low priority things, it's like, getting a car wash, stuff like that. Your medium priority things might be, spending time with people, pursuing hobbies, sports, things like that, whatever floats your boat. And I find it so often that all these medium priority things, what your boss asks you to do, reading newsletters in the morning, those are kind of low priority. Staying on top of things. It's really easy to stay on top of these medium and low priority things for some people, including myself, where those high priority things, you're almost like afraid of being the person that you want to be. So you just kind of decide to like conform to what everyone wants you to be. And there's a level of comfort there, but there's also a level of self-hatred that comes out. So, yeah. That's my spiel. I don't have a ton of time, so we're going to watch a shorter video today. I have this funny little TikTok or YouTube short, excuse me. We don't fuck around with TikTok around here. This is America. The only people that can steal my data are American citizens. All of them probably aren't even citizens. The only people that can steal my data The only people that can steal my data are people that I like. I don't remember why I watched this, but we're gonna watch this quick silly just to get it going, and then I'm gonna watch an inspirational video to get you going on your Thursday morning. All right, here we go. Woo! That's a classic.
You don't know what I could do, bro. Trust me, bro.
Oh, this one.
You can do anything. Me, oh my God. Me. Me, oh my God.
I remember why I saved this now. Bro, this poor girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nika. Oh my God. Come on.
You don't know what I could do, bro. Trust me.
You don't know what I could do, bro. The amount of times that I've been, they look like my age, which is even better because you never grow up. Maybe a little younger than me, but the amount of times that I've been this girl on the swing, you don't know what I could do, bro. You just end up, oh my God.
You don't know what I could do, bro. Trust me, bro. You think you can do anything. Me, oh my God. Me.
I'm sorry, bro. This poor girl, she probably won't ever live this down. Oh my God. At least it was the TikTok days and not the Vine days, because if this was Vine, she would have gone on Ellen. She would have gone on Ellen 100%. But the amount of times that I've been this girl, I guess she was trying to flip out of the swing set. I don't know. That's good. That's just it.
Let me see what you got, huh?
Ooh.
Good evening, Chief.
Jesus.
My boy's just got his do-rag on. He's looking fly. He looks like he's about to maybe Skype some hoes. I don't know if he's on FaceTime yet.
Good evening, Chief.
Asian girl.
Jesus.
Bro, he was so mad. You know, he wanted to smack the shit out of her. Be like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? That's so scary. You need the backstory on that, bro, because I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. A black dude in a do-rag and a little 5-year-old Asian girl just chilling in the same house, and he's posting up on a video call. You gotta wonder, like, what the fuck is going on in that house? And he's obviously not comfortable enough with her to, like, it's not like his niece or something to where he'd be like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Oh, silly doggy. Dude, that
Today
cat.
we're going to focus on
Oh,
technology.
right. Okay. We're not going to do that today because it's 16 minutes long. I don't have 16 minutes. Dude. First of all, that last video, cats will fuck you up. Cats will really, really fuck you up. I grew up with cats. My girlfriend hates cats, so I'm not going to have cats anymore, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't hate them. I'm hyper allergic to them. I think everyone's allergic to them. But damn, bro. Cats will, like, the look in that cat's eye when he's just smacking the shit out of the back of her head. He's just like, yeah, no, I want you gone. I want you out of here. And he's just staring at her. I don't want you in my life anymore. I've had enough. All right. We're going to watch this 7-minute video. It's called 8 Steps to Unfuck Your Life. To star your life, excuse me. I guess I need to be paying more attention to YouTube's new cursing rules and stuff, because I am kind of streaming, and I don't want it to get taken down or, you know, shadow banned like they love to do to conservatives. Shh. Okay. Here we go. Turn me up, daddy.
Treat yourself with respect. Brush your teeth. Wear a scent. Because this is it. This is the character you're playing as. And if you fail to take care of yourself on a basic level, you'll fail outwards in space and time. Because it all starts with you. Being clean and feeling fresh as a ritual will increase your self-perception over time. You'll be putting your best foot forward and will be signaling to your subconscious that you're worth taking care of. So even if Yellowstone erupts and the world descends into chaos and destruction, at least you'll smell good. Step 2. Order the kingdom. Clean your room. Deep clean your house.
Order
Get rid
the
of all
kingdom.
the shit that's
What is this,
scattering
like
your mind.
King Robert
Refuse
III?
to live in a monument
Was there
of
even a
filth,
King Robert?
like an ever-present reminder of things left undone. Because the space you occupy is an extension of yourself. Is it disordered? Because if it is, so are you. So take your pick. You can order yourself or order your kingdom. It doesn't really matter because it's the same thing. No more half-done jobs. Go room to room and make things right. Make things beautiful. When you are clean, and your kingdom is too, then you'll feel like you have your shit together somewhat. And it will encourage you to bring that energy to the rest of your life. Start with you and the things that you have control over, and then venture forth.
Bro, these ginger dudes with bald heads and beards, it's like this new form of white person that is super into productivity and hyper intelligent. There's an interesting thing going on here, y'all. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention to this either, but it's something that I've been noticing. It started with Conor McGregor. I don't know what's going on in Ireland, but y'all gotta chill. One thing I do want to say though, taking care of yourself and taking care of the space that you're in. Taking care of yourself is something that I've always kind of done just because, you know, I'm a mama's boy. Mama was into fashion, so I like to always stay on top of my fashion. But the second part, taking care of your space, when I was growing up, we would like mop the floors, like these hardwood floors, on our hands and knees every couple weeks, and we take care of the house was a big thing. But one thing that was neglected always, because I was cleaning the rest of the house, and I was like, oh well, the house is clean. My room wouldn't be super dirty, but it would always be disorganized. So there's a difference between being clean and being organized. And up until a few years ago, one of my good friends, shout out Justin, he'll be on here. And if you see this, just know that I see you seeing this. And you're going to see me see you seeing this. And when we see each other, I'm going to see you sometime. But he kind of like subliminally, he didn't like teach me, but just through seeing how he does things, has such a organized, like his organization structure is great. And for someone like me who constantly, habitually, I have 400 tabs open on this phone right now. Being organized is just as important as being clean, because I fucking said so.
When you have your ducks in a row, then...
Number 3, venture forth. Get out of the house. Venture forth, my good fellow.
Get out of the house. Rapunzel stayed in her tower because she was emotionally manipulated by a devouring mother. But what about you? The human brain operates best with our feet moving, sun in our face, and eyes moving from left to right. Go outside, because everyone's wondering where you went. We're meant to be in relationship and community with others.
Yo, shout out tennis. Tennis has become a lot more popular off the back of pickleball, or maybe I'm also just being, whatever it's called whenever you're introduced to something, so you start seeing it everywhere. Tennis is my new favorite sport. I didn't pick up a tennis racket until like 3 months ago, and I've been nonstop playing. Tennis is my favorite fucking sport. Don't question me about it. I like putting my headband on, and I like, you get the point. But tennis goes hard. And it's a great way to venture forth.
Others. Become an initiator of people coming together and things happening. Because the modern world is designed from the ground up to keep you inside. We technically don't have to leave the house ever.
It's another thing I learned from, it's important to have people in your life. The whole thing of like the 5 people you spend the most time around are the people that you act the most like or whatever. Another thing, getting community and getting people together and making activities around not just going out and drinking, playing tennis together, going on runs, going to dinner and not getting all fucked up, stuff like that. You start to realize that that's far more important than just the scene of things and just wanting to look cool. But maybe I'm just washed.
So a lot of us don't, and our lives pass us by. Step 4, sweat. If I told you...
That's also another thing. Oh, and my community, whatever. That's something that my girlfriend taught me. Of just, she's great at coming up with things and getting people together and making it fun without it having to be a shit fest. The other thing is, when I was done making videos for a little bit, so that was 2020, 2021. What was that, the summer of 2021 or 2022? Summer mainly of 21, and then going into 22. The amount of hours I put into Valorant for nothing. I didn't even hit platinum. Or I might have hit plat 1 for like a day. But the amount of hours that I put into Valorant to get nothing back from. And I love that game, and I'll still play that game. But I wasn't even making videos at the time. I was so stuck in this perpetual state, and it has a lot to do with, like, the chase of dopamine and chasing highs and chasing bitches and chasing whatever and not having a lot of direction and drive. But I worked 3 days a week on site, and then sometimes I would just not leave for the 4 days. I would go to the grocery store, and that was it. Especially when my brother wasn't living in the U.S. Boy,
you there was a pill that was guaranteed to boost your mental and physical energy throughout the day,
I would
increase
suck it
your
down.
overall mood and outlook on life, improve your mental clarity, prolong your lifespan, and increase your physical attractiveness, would you take that pill? But that pill is real, and it's called working out, and the top performers in the world take it every day. So get the blood pumping, go break a sweat, do it daily, because that which costeth energy giveth energy. Step 5, monitor thy treasury. Because
Dude, I love these like ye shall henceforth monitor thy treasury after venturing forth. Then it is nigh. I don't know. I like this guy though. I wonder if he took a lot of this footage. He's like, I'm dope, and this is how you should get like me.
giant corporations are thriving on the fact that you don't. They encourage unconscious spending and auto-renewing subscriptions that slowly bleed you of your hard-earned cash. And this out-of-sight, out-of-mind attitude is keeping you stuck. So check your balance daily. Does it sting? Good. Let that sting motivate you to investigate what's going on. What are you...
Dude, checking my balance does a lot more than sting. Checking my balance... What's past a sting? Checking my balance, it just eviscerates me.
You paying for that you don't care about? Exposing yourself to the hard numbers unlocks the ability to do something about it. Step 6. Remove the hooks. What are you bound to? What are you dependent on in order to operate at baseline? What external substances or behaviors are you using to medicate internal problems?
Hey, what is it? Who made this? Better Ideas? I'm already subscribed. Hey, Better Ideas. I love the Corona.
Turn off notifications.
Yo, you remember when Nelk Boys was like huge, like Corona was like their thing? I bet, maybe I'm not that big of a fan of theirs. I don't dislike them, but did they ever try to go to Corona for a deal? Because if so, Corona missed out so fucking much. Because with the Happy Dads and shit, I just thought about that. Nelk Boys used to drink Corona in every single one of their videos. That was like their thing. And that was like the first reason that I kind of knew them and liked about them, because I always liked Coronas, and my friends were like, "Oh, bro, you got no fucking way, you fucking, oh, bro, you drop a little fucking milk bomb on my lips." Yeah.
Stop getting pulled back into the cycle. Unsubscribe to email chains, unfollow Instagram accounts, remove things that constantly pull you back into mindless consumerism. Step 7. Strategize. Every military operation, political campaign, major corporation relies on a strategy to increase the chances of success. If you were tasked to run one of these entities and you showed up without a strategy, you'd be laughed out the door. But what about your life? Are you just floating through without a strategy, hoping you'll end up in a desirable place 5 years down the line? Well, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but things don't usually get better on their own. Even a man of faith would be a fool not to be proactive with the tools God has given him. For is sloth not a sin? So put the figures on the board. What do you want in life, and in what ways do you tend to fail achieving it? Develop a strategy based on the information you have available, and use this info to figure out the most effective way forward. You'd be surprised as to how monstrously effective even a basic strategy can be. Step 8.
This is strategy is important, but if you're like me, you tend to over-strategize, overthink, overdo. If that is the case, something I've done that helps me a little. I'm a perpetual, something is interesting to me, a cool future business idea, whatever. I have the impossibility, and I think, people say it's because of ADHD or whatever. I don't really care. I went my whole life without, my mother did not believe in ADHD, and honestly, I'm happy she didn't, because it's not so much to the point to where like I really can't sit down and focus, but I also can't do that for more than like 30 minutes. So, but again, it's led me to where I am, so I'm okay. But if you have a problem with over strategizing and overthinking, and to me, like even with this, with streaming and stuff, everything had to be so perfect. And instead I was just like, I'm gonna just put stuff out. I'm gonna edit it. We're gonna make it look great over time. But I don't want to, I didn't want to wait until I was done with school, because I just kept perpetually having, for the past year, I kept having an excuse as to why I wasn't going to do this, why I wasn't going to do that. And, eventually it just comes down to just getting it done. And that's something that a strategy can help you with, right? It's something to refer back to. But there's some things that me personally that I did to help, and it's, my little finesse and focus sheet, because we're going to teach y'all how to finesse and focus. You don't have to worry about that. We're going to teach you everything you need to know about finesse and focus. Finesse and focus is the motto of Cumulative and my life. But it's called a finesse and focus sheet. And I have it dated from last month till January 29th of next year, which happens to be my birthday. So it's for this last semester of school up until my birthday, right? Because that's when things need to change. My schedule's going to look way different. But I have just like, the framework. If it isn't on this sheet, then it isn't important for the above time frame. Update after. Use this as a guide every day to build a routine. I have a weekly comprehensive to-do, so for school, for Cumulative, for work, for random stuff that I have to do, I have one to-do list on my notes page. For all the stuff that I make for Cumulative and stuff like that, on my storage system, I have a folder that has whatever. And then have an individual notes page for Cumulative, and then a couple other things that I work on. So I can go take notes there, because I randomly jot stuff down all the time. I'll have a random idea, whatever. I'll take a note. I'll put it there. And then on my to-do, when it comes to like streams or making videos and stuff like that, let's say, so on my to-do, there will be stream Thursday morning. Here I am streaming Thursday morning. On my notes page for Cumulative or for this specific stream, I'll go in, okay, is there something specific I want to do today? Or is there something specific that once I cut this down and edit it that I want to put in the video, et cetera, et cetera. So I just have a page where I can just go through and through. But then I have my goals and values, just a couple short-term goals. Values are something that I think are really important to stay on top of, and to just make sure. Another thing your community be teaching you, but something that my girlfriend preaches all the time, is actions and values aligning. It's something that I've definitely struggled with a lot of my life. I've definitely held some of the same values throughout my life, but the actions aligning with that is important. And then I have each piece of my life. So I have Cumulative, analytics business, and then one other thing that's a little secret, and then personal. So personal is things like fitness, pretty fluent in Spanish, but want to get like top notch to where I don't stumble. Getting better at tennis, things like that. For Cumulative, streaming 3 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week, editing a video from those streams once a week. I've so far failed at that. And then dedicating, an hour or two to just kind of sit and organize my thoughts. But all that to say, that's a strategic framework that I can keep referring back to because I get this like brain overload where I'm like, I'm focusing on too many things. I was literally just doing it yesterday. And this is 5 months worth of time. 5 months spread, like if you spend 5 months hyper focusing on something or 2 things, the outcome of that will be 5 years worth of kind of focusing on a bunch of different things. And it's something I still struggle with. I mean, here I am struggling with it. I have to go soon. So we're going to finish this.
Submit to the things you must do, because the thinking has already been done by you. Shut your mind off and relinquish yourself of the burden of overthinking. Learn what it feels like to put your rationalization on mute. Take a deep breath and do what you need to do. Trust the more authentic voice in your head.
Put your rationalization on mute. I think that's, yeah. I think everything that I just said in terms of submitting and rationalizing and coming up with reasons, whatever, he just shit all over it.
And let it override your weaker self. Because over time, this authentic self will become your primary voice. And the more you listen to your authentic self, the more you will develop a stronger sense of identity. And having a strong, reliable identity is the basis of confidence and self-efficacy. And there's no better feeling than that. So, if you're beaten and battered and tired from the strife, then follow these 8 steps and unfuck your life.
Oh. Roses are red, violets are blue, the weather's terrible, let's call the weather balloon. Come on, man. Get your mind out of the gutter. For real. There's still 2 minutes left in this.
Thank you to Athletic Greens.
Oh, right. Athletic Greens suck me
hit
off.
The like button.
All right, well, that was a great video, Dr. Better Ideas. Me, personally, here's an issue with self-improvement. You have to keep doing it, and you have to do it, and you have to believe in it, and you have to believe it. It can be really hard if you have lived a lot of your life, and I speak from experience. It can be really hard if you've lived a lot of your life from a cynical point of view and have a hard time believing in the structure of society at large because of the world that we've, grown up in and stuff like that. So, having tangible results, the working out thing, the pursuit of a couple of passions and things like that give you some concrete examples to, feel better. I really do gotta go. Gonna go to class, put a pencil in my ass, dance around, maybe even tell my mama that I smoke grass, maybe even get some freshly grown avocados. I don't know, maybe hash. I've been gaming since I was a young man, Hasbro, chilling in the New York boroughs, like my name was Joe Burrow. All right, that was a good little freestyle, y'all. Y'all clip that, put that on a beat, and let me know. Have a great